Hey there, Pokemon fans, Readers here with another deck review video. In this video I'm going to review the Bolt Twister theme deck from the Fantom Forces set. As you can see, I've played zero games with this deck, and I don't really qualify to review it, but I'm going to try anyways. Okay, let's see. We have 4 Joltik. And Joltik is a very good Pokemon in my opinion. This is a standard competitive playable card because of the Night March. So Night March is an awesome ability which I like so very much. It says that with 2 energy, Night March, 20 damage times the Pokemon that you have in your graveyard, your discard pile, with the Night March ability. So, if you have 3 Joltik, for example, in this deck, that's the maximum that you can have. If you have 3 Joltik in your discard pile, this Joltik, the 4th, can deal 60 damage with 2 energy. It is not so good in this deck because it's not built around the Night March, and that Joltik is here for the theme card of the deck, which is Galvantula. We have 2 of those. By the way, Joltik is a very weak Pokemon, 30 HP, it can get easily knocked out. Next we have 2 Galvantula, and that's the first and the first rare and the featured rare, whatever, in this deck. And it has 80 HP, which is way too little for a rare. And it has Cobweb Trip. Switch one of your opponent's bench Pokemon with your opponent's active Pokemon. The new active Pokemon is now confused. That's okay. Maybe not the best, but it's okay. With 3 energy, Electro Web, 60 damage, the defending Pokemon can't retreat during your opponent's next turn. That's not too bad, but if the Pokemon that you are attacking is a huge threat, you're going to lose your Galvantula, and that's very sad. Anyways, resistance to metal, that's okay, that's cool. There are a few metal type decks, especially with the Ancient Origin set. There are metal type Pokemon as well. Next we have Freelies. How many of those? 2 Freelies. Confusion Ray, your opponent's active Pokemon is now confused. That's all with 1 energy, evolving to Jellicent, and that's a very strange Pokemon. 1 energy, Meddling or Middling. Attach 3 energy cards from your opponent's discard pile to his or her Pokemon in any way you like. So I cannot really see a reason to do that. I cannot really see why I should attach energy from my opponent's graveyard to my opponent's Pokemon in any way that I like. I don't know why this is good. It is good because of this one, the Ensnaring Spray, 50 damage plus this attack does 10 damage for each energy card attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. But I don't know. It doesn't really make sense to me. It doesn't really make sense. I don't feel confident in. I don't know. Tell me your opinion about this Jellicent. By the way, it is a rare card. I'm not sure. Seriously, I have to playtest with this card to develop an opinion. But currently, I'm not sure. It combos in the same card, but I don't know. Tell me in the comments below what you think about Jellicent. If it's a reliable combo, I don't know. So if you do the Meddling, you attach 3 energy, you can deal 50 plus 30, 80 damage to your opponent Pokemon if you don't get knocked out next turn, and if there is energy in your opponent's discard pile. I really don't know. Let's move on. We are going to waste all the time here. We have 3 Totodile. Fury Strike, flip 3 coins, you get 10 damage for each head. Pretty basic. Crocono is the evolution of Totodile. 30 damage with 2 energy. 40 damage with 3 energy, flip a coin. If he has discard an energy attached to your active Pokemon, opponent's active Pokemon of course. And for Alligator, that's the 3rd rare and maybe the best in my opinion. With 3 energy, 60 damage, and flip coins until you get tails. You discard an energy card attached to your opponent's active Pokemon for each head you've flipped. So you may completely discard all the energy from your opponent's active Pokemon, and that is very, very good. That's very good. But not so easy to happen. And with 4 energy, second strike, 80 damage plus 80 more if your opponent's active Pokemon is damaged. So I don't know how you're going to put at least 1 damage counter in your opponent's active Pokemon, but 160 damage. 160 damage with 4 energy, that's a lot of damage, and this is a huge threat. A very huge threat. Also, Feraligatr has 150 HP, that's way too much for a non-EX Pokemon. So I like this Pokemon, but I'm not sure how easy it's going to be to use the second strike ability. Anyways, by the way, if you second strike once, you deal 80 damage, and your opponent then Pokemon Center Lady, his active Pokemon, that's still in the range of a 160 damage second strike. I mean, 80 damage minus 60, it's going to go to 20 damage counters on the opponent's active Pokemon, so you can second strike for 160, even if your opponent has a Pokemon Center Lady, and that's very good, in my opinion. We have how many Finneons? 2 Finneons, and that's just a basic Pokemon with a pound attack, and there is no evolution, nothing. So very strange. Maybe that's the best target, maybe, for a Ultra Ball, and I really wish that we will never start with Finneon in our first active Pokemon. We have a Spearow, Whirlwind, 10 damage, your opponent switches, and yes, just a switch, and Fearow is the evolution, with 2 energy, fly, 40 damage, flip a coin if heads. If tails, this attack does nothing. If heads, prevent all effects of attacks, including damage done to this Pokemon during your opponent's next turn. So it creates a barrier, a shield around this Fearow, but you have to flip heads. If you don't, you don't even deal the 40 damage, and that's very bad. With 3 energy, you deal 60 damage. That's okay for an uncommon card, but not the best card. We have a, how many? 2 Bunnelby, Bunnelbees, whatever. 30 damage with 3 energy, that's very bad, and there is no evolution, so this is a bad Pokemon as well. Next we have 2 Helioptiles, 2 energy for 10 damage, and the chance to deal 20 more with 2 heads. I don't like that, but it evolves to Heliolisk, 1 energy, 30 damage. That's not so bad, but not good either. And with 2 energy, Parabolic Spark, you can discard as many lightning type energy as you want, and you deal 30 damage for its energy discarded that way. So this Parabolic Spark can deal a lot of damage if you have a lot of energy. You will probably don't, but you know, you can build your whole strategy around Heliolisk to knock out one huge threat and then try to find a way to replace your energy. I don't know. But that's the last rare, and next we have how many Krabbies? 2 Krabbies with 50 damage for 3 water type energy. That's quite sad, but 100 damage for 4 water type energy. That's what Articuno does from the Aurora Blast, and it's quite powerful. 100 HP, that's quite bad because it is in the range of most rares currently. Most theme deck rares deal 100 damage, so that means that Kingler is going to get one-shotted by most of the theme deck rares. But Guard Claw, 20 damage during your opponent's next turn. Any damage done to this Pokemon by attacks is reduced by 20 damage after applying weakness and resistance. That means that for me, in my opinion, this is a good Pokemon to start your game with. If you have a Krabby and a Kingler, that's quite aggressive to start. To start with. And if you have the energy to go for Crabhammer, which is an awesome name for a move, actually, go for it. Anyways, that was the Pokemon side, and now we can see we have 1 Roller Skates to draw 3 cards if we are lucky enough, 2 Professor's Letter to get our energy, 1 Ultra Ball to discard our Finneons to bring something better, 1 Evo Soda to evolve our probably Feraligatr, 1 Potion to heal whichever Pokemon is in huge need, but Joltik, because Joltik, no. Anyways, we have a Shona to try to get a better hand in a case of emergency. We have Tierno to draw 3 cards for sure. We have 1 Pokemon set related to heal our most important Pokemon. We have a Pokemon Fan Club to bring out our basic forms. A Professor Sycamore to draw 7 fresh cards and discard our previous hand. And we have a Trick Coin to use. Can you guess in which Pokemon? So, okay, first of all, Trick Coin allows you to ignore, when you flip coins, it allows you to ignore all the coin flips that you previously got and reflip. Flip again. If you don't like the flips, you can flip again, but only once. And the best target in this deck, in my opinion, is for Alligator. So you get the chance to flip again to make sure that you are going to discard as many energy from your opponent's active Pokemon as you possibly can. So if you flip Tails in the first flip and you want to flip again, that's your friend. So we have 7 electric type energy and electric or lightning? Lightning probably. And 11 water type energy. So that's it. Probably Heliolisk can deal a maximum of 210 damage in this specific deck. That's the maximum amount of damage that Heliolisk can deal in this deck. Anyways, so that was the deck review for the Bolt Twister deck. I'm going to playtest with this deck tomorrow, and I'm going to hit the tournaments on Saturday, and I really hope that I'm going to win the tournament. By the way, I think that this is quite better than the Burning Winds deck, but I'm not 100% sure, but I think it is better. I'm going to playtest with it right now, and we're going to see tomorrow. So stay tuned for tomorrow's video. If you liked this video, don't forget to thumbs it up, subscribe if you're new, check out the description of this video for awesome links, check out my social media and stuff, and I'm going to see you in the next one, right? Yes. Until then, take good care, be safe, and bye.